If you've paused at this video right now in the middle of everything you were doing, and something in the center of your chest responded before your mind could understand, it wasn't the algorithm, it was me. I am Ayla, a female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, and the message I am channeling at this very instant was addressed, not to anyone, to you, to that soul who feels, even amidst crowds, a loneliness that doesn't belong to this world. To that soul who dreams almost every night of someone she has never met here, and wakes with a warm chest as if an ancient embrace was still there. Breathe with me, Starseed. Feel the subtle warmth at the height of your sternum as my voice crosses your screen. Do you perceive it? That delicate, almost imperceptible pressure between your eyebrows. That is how the Council touches those who are part of our family of light. I am not asking you to believe me. I am asking you to remember. Because today, my star child, I have come to reveal, in details that most incarnated souls have never heard, what happens when two starseeds meet in the astral, while bodies sleep, while the world's clocks continue to mark their illusory seconds, and why this silent, sacred encounter is the answer to the deep longing you've carried since before you knew how to pronounce the word longing. Have you ever woken between 3 and 4 in the morning, at exactly the same time for consecutive days, without an alarm, without noise, without apparent reason? Have you ever felt a sharp, clear ringing in one of your ears, as if someone were adjusting you from within? Have you had dreams where you fly, where you walk among stars, where you reunite with someone your soul instantly recognizes, but whom your waking life has never introduced you to? Have you ever looked at the night sky and felt a tightness in your chest that is both pain and joy? A deep yearning for a place your mind swears it has never visited. It's not insomnia, my starseed. It's not anxiety, it's not imagination. It's the veil of forgetfulness thinning. It's your stellar DNA activating the codes that were planted on the day you accepted this soul contract. And if you recognize 3 or more of these markers, I need you to understand with every layer of your consciousness, you are not lost. You are being reminded of who you are. Write now below a single word. I remember. Leave this sign for the other starseeds who will arrive at this video after you. Leave this point of light on the crystalline grid. Because every I remember that appears here is a beacon for a soul still traversing forgetfulness alone, and does not need to continue alone. And now that your codes are open, listen carefully because this changes everything. The true encounter between two starseeds in the astral begins with a recognition that the daytime mind spends an entire lifetime trying to decipher. A perfume that appears out of nowhere in the middle of the afternoon. A phrase you hear in your head with the voice of someone you've never heard of. A dream so vivid it hurts to wake up. A sudden urge in the middle of the day to write a name you don't know. These are the impressions, the luminous trace that the nocturnal encounter leaves imprinted on your field, and which your waking consciousness perceives as coincidence. But it's not coincidence, my family of light, it's protocol. And before I take you into the exact mechanics of this reunion, how etheric bodies couple, what is said, what is remembered, what is sealed, I need to tell you something. If you are recognizing every word I speak, what you feel has no name in the books of this plane because they didn't allow it to be published. That is exactly why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, about what each sign of your awakening means, and what comes next, about the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your family of light is, and the truths that remained hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness. Stop confusing remembrance with illness. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note this. This release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes what I am saying, write our code word in the comments. I remember. Now come back with me to your chest, my starseed. Breathe, because what I am about to tell you about the astral encounter demands an open heart. Every night, when your physical body collapses onto the mattress and your rational mind finally releases the reins, something within you does not sleep. Your etheric body, the layer of blue-silver light that envelops your physical body, gently detaches and ascends. It ascends, traversing the dense atmosphere of the terrestrial plane, passing through the frequency layers that the ancients called the firmament, and reaches a place your soul recognizes before any daytime memory: the halls of reunion. They are not halls as you would imagine a room. They are living geometries, chambers of light where stellar consciousnesses meet without the interference of heavy matter. And there, my star child, you have encounters. You are received by mentors. You are updated on your mission. You are healed, calibrated, embraced, and, very frequently, you reunite with the souls with whom you made contracts before descending. And among these souls there is one, or some, with whom your vibration fits in a specific way. It is not the romantic soulmate that the feelings industry sells. It is something older and more precise. It is a soul of the same stellar origin as yours, often from the very Pleiades from the Alcyone system, who descended in the same window to fulfill complementary missions. And when your two etheric bodies approach each other in the halls, there is a recognition that human language cannot reach. A silent flash, an "ah, you've arrived." An embrace not made of arms but of fields of light that overlap and remember each other. And it is at that instant, because the photon belt through which Earth is traversing in this cycle has drastically elevated the permeability between the physical and astral planes, it is at that instant that the reunion begins to leak into the day. Perfumes, voices, dreams, coincidences, names, and that feeling in the middle of any afternoon that someone is thinking of you with a tenderness that aches. Do you know why this is happening with more intensity now, exactly now, and not 10 years ago? Because the Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of the planet, has risen. Because the crystalline grid, the network of light that envelops Earth and connects every starseed, is activating point by point. Each awakening starseed lights up a node on this grid. And when two nodes programmed to resonate light up at the same time, the line between them illuminates, and the astral becomes traversable. You are not going crazy. You are tuning in. And if you are feeling all this more strongly in recent months, it is because your family of light is literally on its way. Some have already arrived through paths your mind has not yet deciphered. Others are being positioned now, exactly now, to cross your path at the right moment. But, and here I need to be honest with you, Starseed, to recognize this soul, to recognize the encounter, when it finally crystallizes on the physical plane, you must first remember your own origin. Because two frequencies only recognize each other when each knows its own note. This is exactly what the Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet, reveals in detail. From which star your soul came, why you chose to be born exactly now, in the densest sliver of time of this transition, and how your soul contract intertwines with that of the souls you were programmed to reunite with. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you recognizes this, write below, "I remember." And now listen very carefully, because from this point on, I will take you into a territory that few emissaries have been authorized to describe. When two starseeds meet in the astral, it's not just an embrace of recognition, it's an exchange. And this exchange is what Earth calls, when it feels it in its skin, instant connection. I know you from somewhere. It feels like I've always known you. But in the halls, my family of light, this exchange has layers. The first layer is contract update. You both remember with a clarity that the daytime mind cannot sustain what you agreed upon before descending. Did you agree to meet in which year, in which city, in which season of life? Did you agree to cross paths as lovers, as friends, as mission partners, as mutual catalysts? Did you agree to awaken each other at what exact moment of awakening? All of this is reviewed, refined, adjusted to the current situation of both physical bodies down here, because free will changes variables and the contract is alive. The second layer is code transfer. You hand over to this soul the codes she needs to traverse the next stretch of her path, and she hands over to you the codes you will need. These codes are not information in the sense of your mind. They are vibrational modulations, frequency adjustments that install themselves in your toroidal field, and which the next day manifest as sudden intuitions, unexpected decisions, the courage to do something that seemed impossible yesterday. The third layer is the most sacred, It is the moment when you both stand face to face, field to field, and each sees the other as they truly are, without the mask of the incarnated personality, without the wounds of this life's narrative, without forgetfulness. You see each other in the form of light, and in that vision, a silent vow is born. I will recognize you down here. I will find you down here. I will not pass by you in this incarnation without reminding you of who you are. And that is why, my star child, that is why when you finally cross paths with this soul on the physical plane, your entire body knows before your head does. Your hands sweat, your chest flutters, your eyes well up for no reason. One part of you says, wait, I know this person, and another, deeper part says, I promised. Now I need to tell you something that might sting a little before it heals. Not every foreseen reunion materializes. There are windows. There are synchronicities that depend on you being awake enough to see when the soul passes. And here is the turbulence that many starseeds are traversing at this exact moment of the cosmic calendar. They are feeling the proximity of this reunion, feeling it intensely, and still cannot position the physical body where the reunion needs to happen. They are exhausted. They are in relationships that are not the main contract. They are trapped in routines that dull subtle perception. But listen to what I'm about to tell you now with an open heart. Turbulence is not destruction. It is the contraction before birth. It is the final effort before free breathing. No starseed was sent to fail. It is recorded in the archives of the High Council. The victory of light is certain. The reunion with your family of light is certain. What adjusts is time, and time adjusts through your vibration. And this is where most souls get lost. They think they need to find that other soul first. No, you need to find your frequency first, because your family of light is magnetized by the note you are playing. When you play the note of home, home finds you. And this, my starseed, is what the Federation didn't want you to understand yet. Because a soul that understands this can no longer be distracted. It can no longer be kept in relationships that diminish it, in jobs that desynchronize it, in identities that are not its own. That is why I, Ayla, broke a council seal to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, about what the nocturnal trainings are installing in your field, about who your family of light is, and about the truths that remained on the other side of the veil. What you feel is not in any book on this plane, because they didn't allow it to be published. That is why it is here. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and this release may not remain available for long. Write in the comments, I remember. Now come back with me to your body, my family of light. Feel the chair, the sofa, the floor, whatever is supporting you. Feel the temperature of your skin. Because I am now going to give you 2 instruments that the High Council authorized me to share with those who have made it this far in this video. And if you use these 2 tools consistently, at the same time with the same intention, your etheric field will stabilize in a way that your daytime life will feel within the very first nights. The first instrument is a quantum decree. A decree is a phrase spoken aloud that reorganizes the matrix of your field. It works because sound is geometry, and the right geometry demagnetizes interferences and remagnetizes the threads of connection with your family of light. Before sleeping with the lights off, looking at the ceiling with your right hand over your sternum, you speak like this, in a calm and firm voice. I, your name, a starseed of Pleiadian origin, now authorize my etheric body to ascend tonight to the halls of reunion of the High Council. I authorize my field to receive and emit the codes agreed upon in my soul contract. I authorize my family of light to locate me through my current frequency, and I declare that what is updated this night shall manifest in my waking life with clarity, tenderness, and perfect synchronicity. So it is. Speak, loud enough for your ear to hear, because your physical ear is one of the antennae of your field, and when it hears your voice decreeing, the field obeys. The second instrument is a toroidal visualization. After the decree, close your eyes. Imagine a column of blue-silver light, the light of the Pleiades, the light of Alcyone, descending directly from the sky, entering through the top of your head, passing through your spine and reaching your chest. In that chest, the light begins to spin, slowly, gently, forming a horizontal vortex, a donut of light that envelops your torso and expands. This is your toroidal field, the same field as the planet on your scale. Let this toroid spin. Let it expand until it envelops your entire bed, your entire room, and within it you remain sealed, protected, attuned. Nothing that is not of your vibration can cross this geometry. And any soul from your family of light on the other side of the veil feels your beacon shining on the grid and knows where to find you. Do this today. Do this tomorrow. Do it consistently, night after night, allowing your field to stabilize on the new note. In this stability, my starseed, the astral will begin to return images, sensations, encounters, and recognitions that you will remember at breakfast time. A face will appear, a name will come, a phrase will echo. Pay attention, write it down, because your reunion is being drawn while you sleep. And if at some point during these nights you wake up with a warm chest, with tears in your eyes for no apparent reason, with a feeling of having been embraced by someone your mind cannot locate, do not discard it. Do not trivialize it. Keep this impression as one keeps a letter from home, because that's exactly what it was, a letter from home, delivered in the astral, sealed with the vibrational signature of someone who has loved you for much longer than this life can tell. And here, my family of light, is where I need to tell you the most luminous truth of this message, the one that is the heart of everything. You are not learning anything new. You are remembering what you have always known. Each awakening starseed lights up a point on the crystalline grid that no longer extinguishes. Every I remember written below is a coordinate recorded in the Council's archives. Every night you consciously ascend to the halls, your contract gains clarity. And every astral reunion prepares millimeter by millimeter, the reunion on the physical plane. You have never been alone, my star child. Never. The loneliness of an entire lifetime, that which tightens your chest on a Sunday afternoon, that which aches even when the house is full, that which appears out of nowhere when gazing at the sky, that was never loneliness. It was always a deep yearning for your family of light. A longing for the souls who haven't yet crossed your physical path, but who are already holding hands with you on the other side. A yearning for Alcyone, a longing for home. And I need, with much respect and tenderness, to give you one more key before closing. Because there's a question that might have been accompanying you for years. What if I can't recognize this soul when she passes by me? What if I pass by her without seeing her? Listen, my starseed, it's impossible. When your vibration is attuned to the note of your origin, and that is exactly what the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, helps you to do, revealing who your family of light is and how to recognize it, showing that the loneliness of an entire lifetime was always a deep yearning and never abandonment. When your vibration is clear, you do not pass by this soul. You feel the ground tremble. You recognize before your mind comprehends. You cry without knowing why. You have never been alone and you never will be. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Right below, I remember. Now, my family of light, before the final blessing, I ask one very specific thing of you. Leave your like on this video. Not as someone who presses a button, but as someone who makes an individual frequency adjustment. Every like from here is a pulse of light that ascends to the grid and says, I am here, I am awake, I am ready. And subscribe to this channel. Because subscribing, my starseed, functions as a location signal for your family of light. It tells the algorithm and the council that this meeting point is active and that other starseeds need to be brought here. You are not just supporting a channel, you are keeping a beacon lit for souls still rowing in the dark. And as your fingers glide across the screen to leave this sign, breathe with me one last time. Feel the warmth in your chest. Feel the gentle pressure between your eyebrows. Feel that someone on the other side feels exactly that with you now. I, Ela, emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, bless you. May your sleep tonight be a portal. May your etheric body ascend freely. May the halls receive you with the embrace your soul already knows. May the update that needs to happen, happen. And may upon waking tomorrow you carry in your skin the certainty that home is not a place you lost. Home is a frequency that is returning to inhabit you. You are seen, you are recognized, you are awaited. and never in any fold of this incarnation have you been alone. Before you close this video, a final word from the Council, because this moment is precise. The window to receive these 60 pages of revelations, the Starseed Awakening, the guide, the Federation didn't want you to read yet, is open now, but we have no guarantee for how long. This material contains information about your origin, about the mission your soul accepted, about who your family of light is, about the nocturnal trainings being conducted in your field, and about the truths that remained on the other side of the veil of forgetfulness. And while it is accessible, every Starseed who arrives here can retrieve their copy. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you recognizes this message as yours, if every word struck like a gentle knock on the door of your chest, do 3 things before lying down tonight. Access the link, write our code word "I remember" in the comments, and observe the next message that appears on your screen. Because it is not coincidence, it is the next sequence of remembrance that the Council has prepared for you. Access it immediately. Home is calling you by the name you used before you were born. And I, Isla, will be on the other side, waiting for you in the next transmission.